Hello, wrestling fans. This is Smart Mark with your Florida Championship Wrestling review for December 18th, 2011. This week's show started out showing a video package of last week's events, basically Husky's break-in. Maxine had security set up, saying do not let Husky in. He comes in with a bull rope, beats through, inevitably getting to Richie Steamboat, and they had a little squabble inside the ring, and that's how last week's show ended. So this week we start out with Maxine coming down to the ring, which is surrounded by all the FCW talent, and she announces that Husky Harris and Richie Steamboat have both been suspended for 30 days. I don't like that decision much. It's going to lose a lot of heat, a lot of steam on the feud going on there that was just kind of picking up and getting my interest. But maybe we'll see something come out of this where these guys, are fighting to get back in early, or, I don't know. Maybe it's going somewhere. She also announces for this evening we're going to get Oksana defending the Queen of FCW title against Raquel Diaz, and FCW champion's going to defend. That's Leo Kruger versus Seth Rollins, with the title on the line. The show's first match was a six-man tag team match with Titus O'Neil, Percy Watson, and C.J. Parker going up against Derek Bateman, Corey Graves, and Rick Victor. Really a fun way to open up the show. The good guys win. O'Neil, Watson, and Parker with some good teamwork at the end. O'Neil showing his strength and power, followed by Parker showing his high-flying ability. So it was a pretty fun and good way to start the show. Then we get an Abraham Washington promo, which was awesome. He's really pushing kind of a Ric Flair, Pope kind of persona, and the promo ended. He had a really hot woman standing next to him that he referred to as his Vanna White. Anyway, he ended the promo saying, if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. And I thought that was a pretty good little catchphrase, so really enjoyed his promo a lot. Good mic work. Then we get Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Consequences Creed. That's what a lot of you will probably remember him as. Xavier Woods now versus Colin Cassidy. It seemed pretty obvious. Xavier Woods comes in with some kind of trying to get the people to do a song with him and shit, which did not go over. I really did not feel like he went over at all, but he did get the win. The Lost in the Woods apparently is his finisher, and I thought it looked like shit. Not a convincing finishing move to me. Somewhat disappointing outing for Xavier Woods. As far as I know, that was his debut. Then we get another awesome fucking promo from Dean Ambrose, who his mixture of Roddy Piper meets Brian Pillman is just a little, Dusty Rhodes even in there. He is really one of my favorite guys in the world right now. So, really awesome promo that he ended with saying, sure, I'm not 6'8" or 300 pounds, but that's what makes me a monster. It doesn't make sense, and that's what makes it so fucking great. Then we get the Queen of FCW match, Oksana. She loses to Raquel Diaz, so we have a new Queen of FCW in Raquel Diaz. She did the Three Amigos and then one with the Gory Bomb, so they really were talking a lot about her lineage as a Guerrero or somewhat, you know, in the Guerrero family or something. I'm actually not all that familiar with her, so I don't know. They probably said it and I just missed it, but anyway, she's using a lot of throwbacks to the Guerrero's moves and ends up with the win, which makes me think Oksana's definitely getting ready to steadily be on WWE TV and is probably done with FCW. Then we get the main event, which is Leo Kruger putting his FCW title on the line against Seth Rollins, and this was a nice, long match. Great main event, back and forth. Times I really thought that Rollins might win, although going into it, I thought it would be a Kruger win. But there were, you know, throughout the match, there were times where you thought Rollins might pull it off, and that's the way they were going to go. But in the end, Antonio Cesaro comes out and helps Kruger and hits Rollins, and Kruger wins with a sleeper hold on Rollins. So this kind of sets up Rollins against Cesaro, which I like. And like I said, it was a really nice match in the length. I think it went about 18 minutes. So for an hour-long show, that's pretty long. It was a pretty decent show overall. I would give it a solid B+, maybe even an A-. I was entertained from beginning to end. The hour flew by, and you know, Byron Saxton and Chris Russo did a pretty good job commentating throughout the show. I think they're a kind of underrated part of the show, so I really can't say much more than that. Let me know what you guys thought, and I hope that FCW keeps this momentum going. For the last few weeks, we've gotten some really good shows. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.